Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am logging in for my weekly update for the city of Compton. I am also broadcasting simultaneously to Facebook as well. I think we're logged in. Thank you all for joining me this week. Hope everyone is staying safe and observing our social distancing guidelines. I'm going to get started in just a second. And as usual, I'll provide an update on current COVID numbers. We'll talk about new resources that are now available for coronavirus, as well as other financial resources that we are loading up now for you all. We'll also talk about street repairs that are happening right now, and also sidewalk ADA improvements. And then I'll also talk about a few other updates. So I'll get started now. Right. As of July 20th, 2020, there were 161,000 confirmed coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County, including 4,154 deaths. In Compton, we have 2,380 confirmed coronavirus cases and 30 deaths. I'm going to put a period here. You all, coronavirus is very real and it spreads very easily and quickly. Of course, we are most concerned with our high-risk population, which is those that are people of color, African American, Latinos, and also those that have pre-existing conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and other heart diseases. So we need to ensure that we can stop the spread. What's most alarming is that the increase in new cases are through community transmission. So that means people getting together with family and friends and spreading the coronavirus. So please, you all, let's do our part to flatten the curve. It's critical that we can keep yourself, your family, and our community safe. We are also want to notify you all, I asked you last week, we were considering providing fines to those people that are disobeying the state mandate of wearing a mask when you are in public places or outside. We will begin, and I'll notify you all before they actually begin, but the new fines will be issued to those people that are in public places not wearing a mask, and the fines could top $500. So please, you all, do your part, wear your mask. We have given so many masks away. If you all are in need of masks, you can always contact our office, contact mayor at comptoncity.org. We've done many events and giveaways, and we'll continue to do that to make sure you all are fully equipped and prepared to utilize the mask for coronavirus to keep us safe. So please, you all, do your part. Also, I want to provide you all with an update on COVID-19 testing. As you all, I've been keeping you up to date weekly on our efforts. And as of this morning, we've been able to confirm an actual permanent testing location through the Department of Public Health, which is LA County, which will be servicing Compton City beginning in August. The first week in August is our target. There will be permanent testing occurring at least for the next 3 months. Testing will, of course, be free, and it will be available Monday through Friday. And so we will provide you all with all those details, and you will definitely be able to confirm your slot to get your COVID-19 tests. Also, we are locking down 2 dates for testing, as I shared last week, for the month of August. So there also will be testing events that you also can schedule your time to get tested. And then also we are scheduling time exclusively for city employees. So we want to ensure that our frontline workers, our city employees, are tested as well. So that is the update on COVID-19 testing. I'm really excited about that. Also in the interim, we are currently, as I said, working on the 2 additional dates, and that is actually courtesy of Assemblymember Mike Gibson, and we are in partnership with St. John's Clinic. And so we'll share that information as soon as those last 2 dates are confirmed, and you'll have a full menu of how to get tested in Compton through the month of August and beyond. Also, we have updated our Compton COVID-19 resource guide, so please access the resource guide, download it, share it. There's information regarding all of our food pantries, giveaways, testing locations, other resources that you might need for your family during this time, and you can access that online at comptoncity.org/COVID 19.asp. So please access that at your earliest opportunity. And you may not need the resources, but you definitely can share it and spread the word. Also, in last night's council meeting, thank you all for those that tuned in. We also discussed new COVID funding that is now available in the city of Compton. We have, and I'll give you all some summaries right now. And so we have a Department of Justice Coronavirus Emergency Supplemental Fund. We received $247,000. We applied for this program and received this grant. We will share the program guidelines, and it's limited to relief efforts for PPE, so we'll be able to make sure that you all are amply supplied with a mask as well. Also for commercial sanitizing services, and also of course to distribute additional PPE for the public, so we'll make sure that you all have access to free masks. Also, we received, and I shared this with you all before, we received an allocation from the CARES Act from CDBG, approximately $900,000. The program is coming forward for council review and approval this upcoming Tuesday, and the funds are earmarked for direct resident grants for rent relief, and the other half is a portion for small business relief. And so we hope to get these funds available to you all in the month of August. So we are approving that item, as I said, next Tuesday at our council meeting. And then I will definitely share how to access those funds, and we'll get the word out to the community on that. We also received an additional, we're also applying for additional grants, about $2.3 million from the U.S. Department of Commerce and also the U.S. Economic Development Administration for supplemental funding. We will keep you all up to date. The total amount, again, is $2.3 million that we are looking for to get additional resources to you all in the city of Compton. So just a quick recap, if you just joined, there's approximately $2 million that will be made available next month, and we're approving the program this coming Tuesday, and then we're also already in the queue for additional funding to assist our community. Also, now I'll go into street updates and repairs. As you all know, we have begun an extensive reconstruction program to the tune of approximately $6 million throughout the city of Compton. The first phase for CIP, specifically CIP 1801, is for full reconstruction down to the dirt, curbs, gutters, grading, and new ADA accessible sidewalks. So those streets are Murr, Caldwell, many others, as I shared last week. I'm sorry, I don't have the list here with me. I thought I did. But I will give you an update on what's currently happening right now with the grind and overlay program. So as of Wednesday, which is today, Tucker is being repaved, as well as the area on Compton Boulevard between Alameda and Willowbrook as promised. They already begun the exterior lanes, and now they're finishing the inside lanes. Also, this Thursday, which is tomorrow, Wilmington and Victoria intersection will also be addressed with grinding and paving. Also this Friday, we have Chester Boulevard from Greenleaf heading north to Compton Boulevard, and also Mayo Street from Alondra to Caldwell. That also will be repaved. I actually checked on Chester on my way to the city today, and the street is completely cleared and scraped all the way down, and so they will also enjoy a new street on Chester Avenue. We also have areas throughout the city that are under reconstruction. We're grabbing footage so that we can give you all a compilation of all the work that has been done through this period, and I'm just pleased to report that we have planned and funded construction happening all the way to December. So if your street is not in this first round, we will definitely get to you. And we're also on schedule with our robust, fully funded capital improvement program that we plan to launch in September. And so once those details are finalized, we will share dollar amounts and dates with you all. And the great news is we've already begun prepping a lot of the reconstruction that will be necessary on our major streets. As I've shared in times past, the actual design process is about 12 to 18 months, and so we're completing a full redesign on Compton Boulevard in Wilmington Phase 2, and so they'll be completed at the same time. We actually will receive those plans right before the holidays, and so we'll also have our funding so we can actually roll out those reconstruction programs fairly quickly, as well as all the other residential streets that do not require extensive plan preparation, excuse me. So again, full reconstruction all the way funded and scheduled through December. We also have another robust entire citywide program that will be launching in September. So I look forward to sharing those updates with you all. The biggest distinction is that this particular program that we're working on will capitalize all of our transportation funds and also utilize Measure P funds to bring down one large lump sum to take care of the remainder of our street system once and for all. So that's exciting times, and we'll be able to put our street challenges and the 30-year saga behind us and focus on some exciting projects that are underway, including downtown revitalization, which we'll also be able to share some plans with you all about the month of September. I've reviewed them, and it's just incredible what's coming your way in downtown Compton early 2021. As well as other great projects, including spaces for entrepreneurs, tech, artists, and the like. So very exciting times in Compton. Moving forward, I also wanted to just share that we are also still trimming trees around the city. I actually passed by and grabbed a photo from one of the side streets. I believe it was Mayo. But anyway, if you all have submitted tree trimming requests that were safety sensitive, and that means if there are very large tree branches that are extending into your street, cars, or along the sidewalk, we will be prioritizing those areas first. What I observed today was a really huge tree, so we're really trying to address those that have safety issues, and then we'll go back to our regular scheduled maintenance as we've done on Long Beach Boulevard, Alondra, and Compton. So right now we're again dealing with safety concerns in this period. Also, those are just the quick updates that I have. There are many food distributions that are still taking place regularly in our community. I'm really pleased that our original our original cure donors, Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, they've also extended their support, and so we'll be able to fund our Compton Food Pantry through the rest of the year. And so I want to just encourage you all, if you know people that are in need of food, there is a wide array of organic food, healthy food available at the Compton Food Pantry. You can access that at 700 North Bullis Road. They allow drive-throughs, and they're servicing 400 to 500 people per day, and that's every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, beginning at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I personally walked through. Everything is organized, separated. It's like a grocery store. There's fish, all types of protein. I've seen even lamb. I've seen pork chops, chicken, ground beef. There's something for everyone. They also have a full dairy. So for the kids, they have milk and yogurt. They also have snacks for young people. And of course, all the grains, shelf-stable items from all of your rice, oatmeal, all the things that you need to make a full, robust meal. So please access the food pantry and spread the word. Again, everything is, as always, free for the community, and we're happy to serve. And I just want to thank the Compton Chamber of Commerce for their tireless work to operate the food pantry. It is truly a robust operation, highly organized, and I want to just thank their leader as well, Dr. Johnson, and all the just amazing volunteers, Victory Outreach. They have been a part of the team from the very beginning, and it's back-breaking labor, and unless you've actually walked through and seen how a food pantry operates, you just can't have the full respect for the hard work that goes into it. So please share, spread the word. There's also a food bank actually happening right now at Greater Zion. If people need food today, they can go there. And there's also the standard food pantries that occur on the weekend through some of our smaller nonprofits. Also want to encourage you all to tap into the Compton Community Garden. They are providing great resources, organic resources to the community, and they're also doing virtual gardening classes for those that want to be trained on how to garden by master gardeners. So please access them as well. You can find them on all social channels. All of my weekly updates are shared on the city's website, of course, on social media channels as of what's happening right now, and then also YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, so if you missed anything, you can always access YouTube. We usually post them the same day, and you can get this information. We are planning for next week. We are preparing some charter updates for you all, ballot measures for your consideration and support. So I will share an extensive update on next week, walking you through what those items are, how they affect us, what the cost-saving components are, as well as the methodology behind that. We'll also share some updates on law enforcement and safety. It's bundled in that. And then we'll also provide you all with some updates, what to expect for the next month. And then just to preempt those that actually watch council meetings, the city council does not have any scheduled council meetings in the month of August. However, we will make sure that you all are kept in the loop of what's going on. So we'll talk about that as well. And then lastly, I'll grab some questions. If you all have any questions, feel free to just drop them below. My team is on standby pulling questions and sending them to me so that I can address those now. And I'll grab them for our discussion. Okay, here we are. First question is, will teachers who work in Compton but don't live in Compton be eligible for testing? I'm going to say yes, and I'll make that special provision as well, and we'll make sure that that is afforded as we coordinate these testing opportunities for next month. Our teachers are part of our community. They service our kids, and we definitely want to make sure that they are safe, so we will make that provision. Also, had a request, can Long Beach Boulevard near Walmart be fixed? Absolutely. We're actually planning some extensive repairs for all the major thoroughfares, Long Beach, Artesia, and this will give us time to actually do the reconstruction work. So all of the major thoroughfares, as I said earlier, all the streets will be funded, but we're prioritizing addressing the worst streets first, and then also those with the highest traffic. So definitely Long Beach will be addressed. We're also scheduled for Artesia near the college. As I said earlier, we're addressing Wilmington. Compton is being worked on as we speak. And then we also have some work for Rosecrans scheduled as well. So we'll continue to keep those major streets together as we are planning for full reconstruction. Also, it says, where is the mixed building going to be built near downtown? Oh, the mixed use building in downtown and on which street? The mixed use project begins at the northwest corner of Compton Boulevard in Santa Fe, and it extends all the way down to Willow. So 2 large city blocks. So that whole north side of the street will be transformed. And I look forward to actually sharing some of those designs with you all in September once they begin the public review and environmental process. So there's also extensive outreach plan for you all to actually provide input on different aspects of the project. So you'll be fully informed, but that's the answer to that question on the actual boundaries. I have another question. It says, a group of 6 RVs are parked on Mona Boulevard next to Mona Park, and they have been there for over a year. Can they be removed? The question is yes, and this is actually within the county's jurisdiction. I will personally send an email to Ron Fisher, who represents Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas, and get some enforcement over there for this area. So thank you for that. It says, can you guys fix the area on Wilmington Avenue by Willowbrook Middle School near El Segundo gas station? Actually, that is the county's area. We fixed our portion from El Segundo heading north on Wilmington, but I'll give you all some timelines because we're currently coordinating with the county now for street repairs. We've already approved approximately 10 streets that will be repaired this year. I actually saw them completing some of the piping work that has to occur first before they actually repair the street just yesterday. So I'll give you all some updates. We actually reached out to the county last week to ask them for an updated construction schedule. Also, next question is anything being done to address the high number of COVID-19 cases here in Compton? Yes, the biggest thing that we can do is to test our population and socially distance and use our safety guidelines. The only way to stop the spread is you and I. The government cannot come in and stop coronavirus from spreading. It's something that we have to do as community members. And we do that by, again, staying at home, social distancing, continuing to practice just high sanitation guidelines for hygiene, and then also making sure that you can get tested if you believe that you may exhibit symptoms. As we're tracking the data on these transmissions, a lot of the issues are really happening with people that are working in the service sector. They work in maybe factories or different service areas, and there have been certain outbreaks in certain companies, and so we're working backwards to try to track this data and to figure out where those sources are. If you take any time to watch the news, contact tracing is still not occurring at the levels that we need in order to stop the virus spread, and so we will utilize all the resources that we have available to us to get you all in the loop. But the best thing that you can do is, again, do your part, and we will continue to notify you all when there are issues. Also, it says, when will we get more information on the Law Enforcement Review Board? Next Tuesday, we will actually be appointing the review board, and the city's webpage dedicated to this particular board will go live as well. They will have a full description of what the Law Enforcement Review Board will do, their authority, their policy recommendations, as well as there's another item coming forward for review and consideration that I will share with you all next week to give you all some opportunities to take action on that. But if you're interested in serving on this board, you can always email my office. I have a roster of people that we're considering. I believe in putting forward those people that are non-biased, that obviously have the experience and the love for Compton. So we want to have a diverse board as well. So please feel free to email us if you're interested in serving, and we will add you to our list. And that email is contactmayor@comptoncity.org. Also, it says, I recently purchased a house at Culver Avenue, but the alley has become trashy. Can we have someone clean it? Since I put requests already, I have not seen an update. And it says also, can the alleys please have asphalt as well? Yes, so we have cleaned this particular alley multiple times. Often we spend almost $1 million addressing illegal dumping in the city of Compton, and it is an issue that, again, is the source is not the city, it's not the city dumping, it's residents and businesses, those people that are moving out of the city that come in and dump. And so we will continue to address that. We'll make sure that Culver is on the response list as well. Someone also asked, do you need any volunteers? We always need volunteers. We're always doing something. However, in these socially distant times we're living in, we are really restricting, actually not doing any events other than COVID relief. So we're doing socially distant pickups, we're doing socially distant giveaways, but we still need bodies to help prepare that in advance. So if you're interested in volunteering, always email our office again, contactmayor@comptoncity.org. And then also we are relaunching our Compton MBK. We have a planning meeting scheduled for this month. If you are interested in working with youth, if you have great ideas, we already have someone that's working on tech for youth. There's all types of great things that we're preparing. So if you'd like to bring your gifts, your talents, please join us. And you, again, email contactmayor@comptoncity.org. Just put it in the heading what your email is regarding, and we'll route you to the right person and list. So thank you for that. Another question, do you need an ID to receive food? No, you do not need an ID to receive food. We just ask that people please be honest. We're here to serve Compton residents, but we do recognize that there's a need, and if someone doesn't have an ID or what have you, we're still going to ensure that they're served. So that is that. Any plans for a homeless shelter in Compton? Yes, as of about a month ago, the city actually approved a zone for transitional housing, and now there was an entity, the Union Rescue Mission. They had a proposal for an extensive shelter in the city of Compton. I am aware that they're reviewing this new designated area to look at some locations, and so that is something that we are actively working on, but the location has to be appropriate so that we don't impact existing schools, businesses, and also residential areas. But we have a very large designation under the industrial area that will be a great opportunity to make that happen. So we will keep you all updated, and we've done some extensive work with homelessness abatement, getting people connected with shelter, and also providing wraparound services within the city of Compton over the last several weeks. Another question is, can we start cracking down on all those big trucks coming through residential streets, and also when will Grandee be fixed? Yes, we will continue to crack down on big trucks. We actually had a sting operation occur quite a few times, and we were able to give out some very hefty fines and tickets. But if there are certain areas that you'd like to report, please let us know, because sometimes we're not aware of which residential areas have the high concentration. I'm personally aware of Sunny Cove. They've had some challenges. There's also some areas over in the 4th district, but if you have some specific areas that you'd like to report, please do so that we can prepare those operations as well. Also, Grandee is being prepared for full reconstruction as we speak, and they should be out. If I have, Grandee is definitely going to be serviced this summer. I will provide you all with an extensive 1801 update at the next live. I'm sorry I don't have that with me here. And next question. Can the city impose fines to unkept businesses? Absolutely. That is a segue. We are also re-upping our Clean Compton initiative. We actually launched right before COVID-19 hit. We had our task force meeting in February, and we are planning a virtual tour to highlight some areas that need some work with our city team, and then we'll also be looping in our Clean Compton partners, which include all members of the community and even businesses, but we will be prioritizing main thoroughfares, which include businesses, and then we'll also go into the residential areas. But our initial goal is just to tighten up all of the major streets, which include businesses, ensuring that they understand their responsibility, which is to remove graffiti within 24 hours. They're required to keep the parkway in front of their business clean and mowed, pressure washing. They're also required to have certain type of lighting. So we will be ensuring that the business community is tuned up, giving them some tools as well to make those improvements. And then we also have a mural program that will be the beautification element as well. And certain businesses that would like to participate, we can coordinate that as well. So Clean Compton is reloading, and we look forward to seeing that visual impact, especially on our boulevards, very, very soon. Also, Compton Creek between Rosecrans and El Segundo needs to be addressed. Repair for biking and walking safety. No lighting during the night. I'm really happy that there is a funded $3 million Compton Creek project, courtesy of our Assemblymember Mike Gibson. He advocated at the state level to appropriate state funding to this program. The city regularly conducts cleanups of the Compton Creek. I personally have walked the entire creek in the last about month and a half or so by now. But I walk there every now and again just to make sure that the area is kept. And there are some challenges. There's certain nodes where cars are able to access and back in and do illegal dumping. So there will be additional cleanup scheduled. Councilwoman Tana McCoy, she's leading another cleanup effort, as well as Councilwoman Sharif and also Councilwoman Chambers. They're teaming up to make sure that there's another cleanup for the creek, and we will notify you all of that. And then also there will be opportunities for public participation to provide your input about what you'd like to see on the creek in terms of lighting, walking safety, repairs, the biking trail, and then also even some horse elements, because we do have equestrians that access the Compton Creek. So those improvements are underway. As I said, there is a funded program, and they're actually looking to move forward on this very, very quickly. And so when there is another community meeting, I'll definitely share that information. I'll flag that as well. Those are all the questions that I have in my queue for now. We are still, I understand that schools are closed. However, kids still need school supplies and all of those things to get them prepared. I'm pleased that we have partnered with Children Striving Together once again for a back to school, and so we'll share more information and flyer details as well to make sure that people have access to what they need to get this year started right. And then also Dr. Sharani Little, who is a trustee board member at Compton College, she also shared today that they are still operating their program that provides a free AA degree for students that are enrolled in Compton Unified School District, again at no cost. The cost of tuition is free, and also the cost of books is also free if you enroll in the program. And so if you have a student in Compton Unified School District, they have the ability to actually enroll, get their high school diploma and their AA degree in so many different fields. Compton College is really growing and doing great work, so I just encourage you all to check out what they are offering there and sign up. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this update. As I said, we will have another extensive update for next week. If there's anything that was not covered or you're looking for some more detailed information, again, feel free to leave us a comment or always email us, and I'll be preparing some extensive information for you all. And then this is the second week that I've actually been able to use Zoom Live. I'm broadcasting live to Facebook. To my Instagrammers, this is not for you, but for those that are on Facebook, there will be some special features. I'll actually be able to show you all some visuals, so show you some charts, graphs, different information, even videos or pictures. So we are prepping for that to have a more of a full production and information session for you all in these updates. So constantly improving, getting better every day. So looking forward to servicing you all. And again, please stay safe. Please take coronavirus, COVID-19 seriously. It is not a game. It's really claiming the lives of people that we all know and love, and it's something that the only way that we can stop it is with all of us. We have to do our part. Again, sanitation guidelines are critical. Make sure, when you come in from outside, just wash your hands. Of course, wear your mask. We have them everywhere. Just make sure you do what you can, and also please make sure that you aren't assembling in parties. I live over in the 4th District, and over the weekend there are people still having birthday parties and different things, but the city is now going to start fining people. So that's just another reminder. If you just tuned in, we will be issuing $500 fines to people that are violating social distancing and not wearing their masks. So we will notify you when that begins, but we are gearing up for that, as many other cities in the region are, in order to stop the spread. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you next week. Take care.